I'm never going to be okay with my chick having a nigga calling my chick and having access. Nah, nigga, let's be for real. Let's get serious. If you don't think
back in the couch.
if you don't think that these niggas is fucking their baby mamas, you smoking crack. It
Co-parenting
100% is.
co-parenting
Can you
is
please read the
not a
definition
form
and
of
stop just?
polyamory.
Oh, they
On
yelling.
No,
this
you
platform.
sound more dumb because
Oh.
you don't want to use
No,
what
I don't.
words mean. With
We
all due
throw-
respect,
we-
y'all are thinking way
we
too
throw
highly of
around-
yourselves. Anton, I'm getting interrupted. Go ahead, Anton and Molly. Y'all show. Okay, go ahead, because I can't talk to Molly. You're going to cut the... Go ahead,
Oh,
Anton,
snap.
because I was
Call
talking
it
too
whatever
much.
the fuck you want to call it.
Like changing their
I
kids' diapers
tell
more than the
guys-
dad did type of shit.
I tell guys that is and I've been saying this forever, don't get into a relationship with a woman that has children. And I say this, and I also qualify it by saying that I would never tell a dude to do something that I wouldn't do myself. The reason that I say that is because A, I am never okay with being a step crash dummy, and B, I say myself that my chick, if I ever was to not be with her, she always is going to be mine.
Yeah.
I'm always going to have a relationship with her. I'm always going to have access to her.
I can see that.
And there's nothing that anybody would be able to do about that because that's my baby mama.
I
agree with Anton 100% right there. I mean, if you have a connection with the woman that you've had a child with, y'all are going to be connected forever because y'all share a bond, which is y'all child together. Now, if the child passes, y'all might not share that bond. But even in that case, y'all have built somewhat of a life together. So, yeah, I definitely understand where Anton coming from there.
I think I've been in enough relationships, like real time, like relationship with women with mothers. Like it's cordial, but this unprecedented ain't the move. Like, hey, we communicate for the kids, and that's where it ends and stops.
I said the other day, I don't know if we was on this panel or if we was on Monday night. I said the other day that we was on this show, and I don't remember what. I think it was somebody that asked the question. It was a guy that asked a question in the super chat. And I think that me and Carrie and Mika or something like that. I don't know if it was Monday or whatever. But what happened was a guy asked a super chat and he said, is it a red flag? I don't know if you remember this, Carrie and Mika.
Yeah.
He said, is it a red flag for a woman to have a good relationship with her baby daddy? And I said, it is always a red flag.
That is true.
Because A, it is always productive and you want them to co-parent well. But B, I'm not ever going to be comfortable with a chick having another dude having unprecedented access to my chick.
And there's a high probability that that dude is possibly still trying to get close, touching her. They got too much history there.
That means that we all in a relationship together.
Well, I don't think it's that.
And that's literally word for word what I said.
Yeah, I don't think you're all in a relationship, but I do understand that at least once you're married, then you all have to be a family. And if you're not okay with that person being able to, come over because you don't want to.
What does that mean? You all have to be a family. Like,
why would I let
you have to be a family.
You guys can y'all can say all this stuff and what it should and ain't be like both my parents got remarried and my fucking mama never came. Ain't no way Rita coming to Kim's house. It ain't never happened.
You said the same thing one night. That's what you said.
It's funny.
I'm just saying it doesn't always have to be that. That's not the truth.
But that wasn't the point.
You're talking about your parents, and that's cool. And I know that there's one-offs and situations. I'm speaking about what my preference is. I'm never going to be okay. And I know that you feel like it's cool because you real cool with chicks that you done already that's still married and all of that. You think that is cute. I would never be the type of
nigga. No, I don't. No, nigga. No, I'm not, nigga. Once I'm out, nigga. No,
nigga. You be cool and you be like, yeah, man. I don't. No, you say it all the time. You say I her, and I'd be like, well, what happened to her? Well, she's married now, and like you think it all.
I don't talk to her about the thing married. Like it's over.
Listen. I'm never okay with my chick having a really strong relationship with a nigga that used to monkey her.
But
I'm not going for that.
Damn.
I don't think
me personally, as a man, a nigga cannot call my chick in the middle of the night. which I know that there's other guys that is cool with that. And I'm okay with that too. Like, I think everybody needs to do what they need to do.
No,
with
I don't
themselves.
like that.
But I am never going to be okay with any man if I am in a relationship with a woman, a nigga being able to call her for any reason, or her going over there by herself to go and fucking pick up the kids and all of that. Which that for me, it means that I would never be in a relationship with a woman that got kids by another man. Is what I'm saying.
All right, just in case if y'all not getting the premise of what's going on right now, this is a back and forth between Anton and the panel. Basically, this is one of the very few times that I didn't expect Anton to agree with Cheyenne Bryant, but he's being unbiased because of what Cheyenne Bryant said specifically, which was she would not get with a guy who has kids because she feels like she would be in a poly relationship. The panel is giving Anton pushback because technically that's not a poly relationship, but Anton's saying that is a poly relationship. So this is where the big clash is coming from. If everyone is just wondering where's the conversation going.
Yeah, but that's still not a poly. So what I was saying from that
I don't
night,
care what the technical definition is. I'm not talking about the definition. I'm talking about what she was saying on the podcast.
That's what she said.
I'm never going to be okay with my chick having a nigga calling my chick and having access.
That's fine.
Late
but
night.
The point that we're talking about is what she said, and she said that is a poly relationship.
She said that is a form.
It's not even a form.
It absolutely is.
It's not unless you guys are sleeping together.
Well,
I will sleep with my baby mama.
That's not what it is. It's not. Anton.
It is. Listen,
that's not a form of polyamory. Co-parenting is not. Co-parenting is. Co-parenting is not a form of polyamory.
I don't like people who change the middle of the word because you feel a certain way.
You don't think? All right, let's be for real. Since y'all want to be all technical, if you don't think that niggas,
like, there has to be a level set something for us to talk about.
Oh wow.
Nah, nigga, let's be for real. Let's be serious. If you don't think,
ass back in the couch, nigga.
If you don't think that these niggas is still
he said, "Get your ass back on the couch, nigga." That was crazy.
And they baby mamas, you smoking crack.
Yeah.
Well,
I know. No.
But Anton, two of the people up here, I'm married to somebody who had and Quentin. Like,
I know niggas. I know some of my best friends still cracking their baby mamas, and they baby mamas is in strong relationships. And when they cracking their fucking baby daddy, when they want her, they absolutely can have her, and sometimes they do.
Does the wife know?
I'm gonna say this. I think in some situations, yes, the baby father, still has access to the cheeks. But I do believe in healthy situations when the woman is completely moved on, and let's say that dude is a real dirtbag. I do believe the woman has eliminated that guy sometimes. So it really just all depends. But I understand Anton's point to where it is dangerous getting with a chick who still got access in a healthy relationship with the baby father, because you just never know what's going on behind the scenes.
How come Quentin's experience is the exception, but your friend's experience is the norm?
Who said that it was an exception? I said that he's cool. I don't have
you
no
said
problem
Quentin. You said Quentin. That's your parents, and that. What did you say? That there's always going to be.
Then that's not Quentin's experience. That's his parents' experience.
You're telling us your experience. That's not yours.
100%. What does that have to do with the point? The point that I'm making is that I know niggas that still crack their baby mamas. No, I understand.
She's like, am I missing something?
I understand.
They're going for Anton.
Is in a different position because she argues on behalf of the fact that she is in a situation where she's a stepmother also. So Carrie is also have a vested interest in this conversation, and she's arguing on the behalf of co-parenting, and so she can't remove her bias out of it either.
Well, I'm
not arguing on behalf of the definition of polyamory involves romantic relationship, most of the time sex. Y'all are wrong.
And I just described a situation. I just described a situation where the baby mama is still getting cracked by the baby daddy.
This is the one spot I think Anton is missing, is that for as a poly relationship, everybody has to be willing participants. What Anton is talking about, the baby father possibly still cracking the baby mom, but the new father doesn't know about it, that's different. That's more cheating. That's not really a poly relationship. That's infidelity. So I think that's the one spot why Carrie, Mika, and the other two panelists are going at Anton, because I think he's missing that one detail to where it's more infidelity than actually being a poly relationship. That means everybody's a willing participant.
So if it is involving sex, what she is basically saying, the Cheyenne Bryant chick, what she is basically saying is that she is not willing to be in a relationship where the person still has access to their baby mama.
Anton,
she prefers to not
polyamory with somebody cheating.
Wait. As much as I don't agree with Cheyenne Bryant, how is she wrong for saying that she does not want to be in a relationship with a man that has children because she don't want to be with a man that has access with a woman that's gonna always forever have access to her man?
She's not wrong. She's not wrong.
It's just not poly. It's just not
right.
poly.
She labeled it wrong. She said it like, no, almost like, let me educate y'all. Polyamory is not just this.
You didn't say let me educate y'all. See, y'all are very stickler.
You didn't listen to what Carrie didn't say. She said that.
Oh damn!
Did you see how she presented that, Anton? Maybe you should play that part again.
Replay what she said then.
You gonna play the clip?
Replay it.
He's just
we get a little clip in here.
Molly's point.
We get a clip.
No, I'm telling the truth, and y'all niggas need to be able to substantiate arguments.
You guys are fucking lying.
Watch how condescending. Watch how condescending she is.
I'm gonna play this, but it's so fun because y'all think that that's y'all trump card when y'all wrong.
Because
y'all can't substantiate our argument.
I don't have a dog in the fight.
No.
Cheyenne Bryant. What Cheyenne Bryant did was...
Yo, the comments is crazy. They said AD getting cooked, shaking my head. The little comment box over here is wild.
What's wrong?
You're so vested in me disagreeing with her. Instead of the fact that I said this on Monday, you literally agreed with the fact that I said it on Monday, that I said that I would never, ever, and I tell guys on a regular basis, that never get into a relationship because it is a red flag if a chick got a baby mama. Hold on, let me pull Carrie.
I agree with that part.
I don't think that had nothing to do with this, though, AD.
It does, because it literally
because we're not talking about we're not talking about that. We're talking about the way that she presented. You always say substantiate your argument. She did not substantiate her argument well. She said I'm about to explain it to you. You gotta let me tell you. She spoke in a condescending manner. She spoke in a condescending manner as if she was all knowing.
Let me play it first. Like y'all
she did.
Yeah, she did.
Let me play it first.
I don't like hearing Cheyenne Bryant talk because she speaks very condescending. Like, she is all knowing, but when you really start listening, it just sounds like a whole bunch of word salad. Granted, I understand the fact of not wanting to mess with someone who has kids, possibly because of the connection between the ex partner, but they're being very specific. I always mess up put and spell. I got speech impediment. But when it comes down to calling it poly, that's not what it is.
Give me a sec.
So dumb.
With a man who already has children? No. Okay, why not?
Deal breaker.
Deal breaker for you? Why
because
not?
I want my own family.
And you feel like you cannot have that with a man who already has children.
That is a form of polyamory.
Really?
Insane.
Stop
right
it now.
That's
wrong. That's wrong.
She is wrong.
Did say it.
How is it not? Okay.
Yeah, one is just a cheater.
We can agree to disagree.
What?
We can agree to disagree.
What polyamory mean, Anton, to you? What does it mean to you?
What does friendship mean to you, Quentin?
Nigga, no, you don't want. I asked you a question. You can't answer a question with a question. What does polyamory mean?
Because for example, I could read the goddamn definition of love, but we all know that there's more to it and there's additional context.
Not polyamory, nigga. Not polyamory. It has one definition.
Yeah, polyamory. It was polyamory. She said it's a form of polyamory. That's literally what she said. That's what the title said. The title on it says it is a form of polyamory.
But it's not, because there's not romance involved. It's not right.
It absolutely.
I think to be poly, it has to be all willing participants.
It is. If your chick is getting fucked by another nigga, that's her baby daddy.
But
absolutely it.
But the problem is you have to be accepting of it.
I was just about to say that.
So someone cheating on you is not accepting of the relationship.
Yeah.
That's why it's wrong.
Okay. And also, so she took out that component right after he said it's a form of it. So there's that.
Okay. Yeah, that's why she was wrong.
She substantiated her argument after that part, though. So there was not a right or wrong thing. They were just having a conversation about relationships and marriages and children. It wasn't right or wrong. She wasn't trying to prove a point to anybody. She was just saying she felt like she didn't want to be a stepmom because she wants her own family. Right. She doesn't want anybody else to have access to her man. If she wants to do something with her man, she don't want to be like, well, I gotta go do this over here with my kid.
She should have just said that.
Yeah.
She
did say that. Y'all ain't talking about that point.
Nah, Molly's also wrong as well. She didn't say that. She said polyamory. Like I said, if we got to use definitions correctly. So she's speaking so affluent, she needs to use things correctly. That would just be cheating, I would say.
But here's the problem with that, Molly. Here's the problem with that. When it comes to her, and when she's talking to other people, everything has to be a matter of fact. It has to be the correct verbiage.
Yes.
Okay. So you cannot be Miss, I am the person that tells you, no, this is what this is what, and you're saying that this is a form of polyamory, and it's not. That's like saying, well, I didn't say he had autism, but he has Asperger's. That's a form of autism.
Well, if this is my first time listening to this woman, I'm not dissecting the fact that she said polyamory. I'm understanding her
all the
point
comments
that
are every single comment.
She does not want to be a stepmom. She wants her own family. She wants a man with no children. She said why, and then y'all are making it seem like she's trying to argue a point.
She's absolutely fine with
Molly. That was the whole purpose. That's why I was saying what I said earlier, because of the way she was condescendingly speaking to Nick Cannon and Cam Newton. That was my whole point. Now she's in this. Now she's on here.
I've never seen those interviews. What I can't compare them to this.
I'm just going off of
talking about what they talked about in this particular podcast episode.
Hold on. What are you saying, Slimmy?
Slimmy, don't say that, bro.
You remember the way she was talking to Cam Newton and Nick Cannon?
I'm not going to say nothing over. I'm asking him to say it so I can get some context.
When she was talking to Nick Cannon and Cam Newton, how she was talking down on them. Correct. That's what I'm saying. She was speaking to them in a condescending manner. So now
how is that relevant to what she's saying about polyamory?
Because she was wrong in what she was speaking. But because she wanted them to be, she was talking to them like, hey, you got to be on point when you talking to me. And so people are holding her accountable because she was wrong in the way she was speaking.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
What that got to do with this?
We got to hold Miss Cheyenne Bryant to a way higher standard because of all the interviews that she's been on, the things that she's said. We gotta hold her to a T because everything she says is so specific, and she's preaching to a mass group of women, man. And I mean, for her to be a dating coach and just be giving all this advice out, if she's saying shit that's goofy, I think we definitely need to hold her accountable. Because we had a guy that's saying goofy stuff, they definitely gonna hold him accountable. What was the guy? Derek Jackson. They definitely held him accountable. So she needs to be in the same seat.
Video.
So her saying that she doesn't want to be in a relationship.
No. Not that. Because she's using words out of context.
You said you didn't even watch the podcast.
You know,
say what?
You said you didn't even watch it.
This is so
I don't gotta watch the whole thing. I just saw this.
So you can't comment on what she's saying if you don't have the full context about it because you're just making.
I don't need the full context. All I need to know is she was using words out of context. I just saw it right there, Molly.
Why are y'all focused on the fact she said poly instead of everything else she said?
I don't.
What y'all saying is.
Hold on. The point of the conversation, though, the point of this whole conversation was the fact that she said it's a form of poly. That was the point of the conversation.
That was not her point. That wasn't her point.
Hold on, because I keep
polyamorous, not poly.
To get one thought out, and then everybody jumps in. So the whole point of the conversation was that she said it's a form of poly. Anton brought up the fact that we were.
Now you're being wrong.
Oh man,
it is a form of poly. It's not a fully polyamorous. Nigga, words really matter. It really matters. Poly means many. Polyamorous is different than poly. She said polyamorous is why she's wrong.
She said polyamory, first of all.
That's why she's wrong. If she just said poly, she would have been right.
Oh, they all over the place.
Just saying.
The word is confusing though.
Just saying.
They all over the
Words
place.
I don't know why you cut me off. I don't know why you cut me off because I was just repeating what was given to me.
Yeah, he cut off for no reason.
I didn't even see it until you just showed it to me. I said, "What about poly?" We can rewind this.
Poly just means many. That's it. That's all poly means.
We can rewind this. Y'all showed it to me. Anton said, "Okay, we just did this the other day." I literally said the other day, "Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't date a man with children either because I don't want to deal with that." Nobody cares that she wants to date a man, that she doesn't want to date a man with kids. That's actually okay. That's fine. That's her prerogative. However, it's not being in a relationship with them. Okay, so then Anton says,
"Y'all want me to play that?"
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna throw the clip up there of the whole polyamory thing, and that way that'll give us more context to speak on exactly what she was talking about.
Who brought that up?
That's all. Okay.
Oh
so
man, they holding Anton accountable
because Molly said, "Damn. Okay, did you guys see the whole thing?" And I said, "No, I didn't know it was another part to it." I said, "What happened?" And she started explaining. I said, "Oh, okay." Quentin says something, and then I said, "Oh, okay. Well, I don't get that." And then Anton said, "I'll pull up the clip." He pulls the clip up, and that's what I just played when he said it.
Okay, so if he's playing the clip saying y'all want me to play the whole polyamory thing, because I know the word came up a couple of times, we're naturally listening to hear the part about the polyamory thing. So when she says what she says, she said polyamory. That's not polyamory, and co-parenting does not necessarily mean it's going to turn into polyamory because by definition, there's no consent from you. You're not down with it. So there's no polyamory there.
Exactly.
So
that's where it is.
Her definition of the word in and of itself is wrong. So I'm listening for the polyamory point because that's the point that y'all kept emphasizing. Nobody cares about if she wants to be with a guy who has kids or not. Like I say, I married a man who has kids, and I even say, don't go down that road. It's a big headache. But if you wanted us to get the point of her not wanting to date men with kids, then why didn't y'all say, did y'all hear the part where she says that she doesn't want to date men with kids? Y'all emphasize polyamory.
Yeah, it's a difference.
This is not holding her. This is not about holding.
We were having a conversation. Oh. Right.
This is not about holding her. Like, I don't even know Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Like, this is not about like accountability because she's a woman. It's just that part. It is wrong. And if it wasn't, if it's not such a big deal, like Anton keeps turning his head, Molly, you keep making these facial expressions. If that's not such a big deal,
it was just her opinion.
Let me just finish.
How it was wrong.
Molly, she made a statement that was wrong. It can be proven to be wrong. What I'm saying is, if
y'all took a 30-second clip out of an hour and a half podcast. I don't think it's fair to be so judgmental off of a 30-second clip.
Molly, if you say a cat is a dog, I don't need to hear you.
But I watched it though, so I have to be objective.
Molly,
you're right.
If you say a cat is a dog, I don't need to hear you talk for an hour longer to be like, oh no, that's wrong. But you can keep
to get the context of why she said what she said. It would be helpful to listen to the whole thing.
Well, hold on. But in defense though, we watch on the show. We watch clips all the time, and we make a decision about somebody, right?
Yeah. That's true.
So, right, and that's why I did my homework because I don't like going into these conversations not having the full context. I have to be accountable for what I'm saying. So I made sure
no. What they're saying is that context doesn't matter. Context doesn't matter because the only thing that matters is
y'all won't even let nobody finish talking.
The Oxford definition is the thing that matters.
I haven't.
It is. You can't just be changing words and you feel different.
I'm getting interrupted. Go ahead, Anton and Molly. Y'all go.
Oh, snap.
Context doesn't matter because
it doesn't.
This is the Oxford definition of whatever the word.
That is correct. Just because your opinion is different doesn't change the meaning of the word.
Which then makes Quentin wrong as two left shoes because he
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Yo, they're hilarious.
To the idea
a dog is a dog, no matter if you change the context of it.
And the broken home is a broken home, no matter how you change
it. They moved the goalposts a little bit.
We can't even get to the point of what she was saying. We can't even get to the context because y'all can't even just be like, you know what, she got the definition wrong. Ignore that. Let's talk about what she said behind that. Y'all can't even just chalk it up to, yeah, she said it wrong. Okay, not a problem. Let's keep on moving.
Yeah, that's true.
But y'all are trying to now argue the polyamory now means something else and she was wrong about that point. That's it.
I don't think she was wrong though, so I can't say that because I would be lying.
I don't. Well, then that's a problem for you.
She was not wrong because there was nothing to be right or wrong about. That's just like somebody saying, I have a preference for men with no children.
You
somebody
keep
saying
going
you're
into
wrong.
No,
so I'm not wrong for saying I don't want a man with children. It's not right or wrong. It's just an opinion. It's a preference.
You keep going into her actual preference. No one up here is saying her preference is wrong. Mika already said that. Like, I don't know why you keep saying that. Nobody is saying she's wrong for not wanting to be with a man with kids. No one is saying that.
Yeah.
No one. Not a person up here saying
so
that.
She's wrong for the definition.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't care about the definition of poly because I understand the context behind what she was saying. So y'all are being technical for no reason.
We are
y'all
being
just
technical.
playing semantics.
Wait.
But it's so funny because
how on one day?
No.
It's insignificant.
The reason why
it's literally the reason it's going viral. It's the reason it's going viral because she's wrong. It's literally the reason she's going viral. It's because she's wrong. It's not because she doesn't want to be a baby daddy. It's going viral because she's wrong.
People are dumb and they don't care about the context.
You sound more dumb because you don't want to use what words mean.
You're constantly clipping me up and making me go viral.
Boy, Carrie is really cooking right now. This woman is going off the hinges.
And taking everything I say out of context. So I understand.
Molly, why do you have
y'all are taking this out of context?
Why do you have such an issue with us using what words mean?
Why do you have an issue with me saying that she's not wrong? Because
you know why I have a problem?
Because that doesn't make any sense to me.
No, Carrie, I'm explaining it to you.
I'm talking to Molly. Okay, go ahead, because I can't talk to Molly. You're going to cut the art. Go ahead, Anton, because I was talking
call it whatever you want to call it. But the reason why this is a problem, and I'm gonna really get down to it, is because it doesn't even matter about Cheyenne Bryant. The real goal of what y'all doing right now is that
now you're gonna tell us our goal. You're gonna tell me my goal.
I'm gonna tell you,
Anton.
I am gonna tell you the goal. I'm gonna tell you the goal.
I was talking to Molly, and now you're telling me our goal.
That's cool.
Okay, I'm just checking.
The real goal is to find a problem with anything that either what Molly is saying or what I'm saying. And so what we're doing now is we're getting extra technical with the words. And as a matter of fact, I'll give you an example.
Well, all due respect, y'all are thinking way too highly of yourselves. Anton, we didn't say anything to y'all. We were talking about her.
We throw around words every single day.
Wow.
And we never give a fuck about the definition of it.
That's not true. We use
the words gay, and we don't look that shit up. We apply it broadly. We say that motherfuckers are sassy if they say certain things. We say people are gay if they move a certain way. We broadly apply words all across the board. And we don't. Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I don't call people sassy or gay.
You got a running joke. You have a running joke where you say, Anton, what is it that they said is gay this time? Let's write it down. You made that up.
You made that up.
I do understand what Anton is speaking on generalities, because we do speak in generalities. I have to be very honest on that. Just as every other podcast or people out there who do it the right way, you have to speak in generalities because you have to go off the majority. So even if you take a definition, sometimes you do broaden the context, but what they're talking about specifically, it's about the definition of the word poly, and Cheyenne used it wrong. I mean, what she's talking about would be more of infidelity possibly cheating with your previous ex. But I get what Anton's saying, having that spiritual, emotional connection with that person, you're tied to them. So I understand where both parties coming from.
What they say is gay, not what I say is gay. What they say. Say that shit again. What they say is gay.
And so now what we're doing is we're deviating from the conversation of whatever the full context of what a person is saying, because the goal right now is to make sure that we get so technical that we throw the shit off because you want to tie me and Molly together instead of having a whole conversation about what the context is that she's trying to emphasize.
You won't let us have a conversation. You
won't
let us.
That is the goal. That is the fucking goal.
Anton, hold on, Carrie. Hold on, Carrie.
I'm gonna leave it right there at that point, y'all, because they're gonna be going back and forth. But this was crazy little situation between the panel and Anton. Like I said, I understand both sides. I get what Anton was saying, but the panel definitely held Anton accountable for the use of the definition. It's not so much about the context of what was being said, because everybody, I think, agree what was being said. It's just the definition part. I think Anton might have been arguing the wrong point on the definition instead of like what it actually means. But it being a form of poly, I think it's a form of infidelity or cheating. Let me get y'all thoughts on this, man. They was rocking out. I'm not gonna lie, Carrie was definitely on one. She was everybody was on one right now. I'm not gonna lie. Make sure y'all watch the After Hours panel in its entirety, season 2, episode 82. Make sure y'all like and comment on this video. Let me get y'all thoughts on the situation. Y'all feel like Anton was right? Y'all feel like the panel was right? I want to hear y'all thoughts, and let me interact with y'all in the comment section. This is your guy JayBReacts, and until next time, y'all, peace.